Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Out of the Box Developer. This is our session. It was planned to being run streamed last week, but we ran into some technical issues. And if you are on the IT field, you know it happens. And then we have rescheduled the session with Alice for today. And I hope you are not missing because of the date shift, because it will be an amazing session, an amazing topic, and amazing guest. But before calling her, I would like to say hello to everyone here. So, hello, Chila. How are you doing?
Hello, Hugo, and hello, everyone who's watching us tonight. So I am fine, and hopefully you are all fine today because the topic is very interesting. So I'm looking forward to learn more about event storming with our guest today.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, me too. I'm excited to see what we get today. And you, Luis, how are you, man?
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm fine. And I'm also excited for today's discussion because it's a topic that I don't read a lot every day. And every time I have a chance, I want to know a little bit more. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward for the discussion.
Excellent, excellent. And you, Thiago, how are you, man? We can't hear you now. I will
Not
jump
yet.
to Igor, and when you get back with the microphone, you can sign on me. But hey, Igor, so let you talk first. How are
Hi,
you, man?
Yogo. Hi, everyone. How you doing? Yeah, great topic. Where we need to reschedule that for today, but I'm pretty sure that today will be an amazing session. It's a term that I didn't know about it, but looking on that, I believe I've worked on something like that inside of Scrum. There are similarities, so I have lots of questions for our guests today, and we are the wine team today.
Yeah.
Everyone almost dressing the same color here to welcome our guests. So looking forward to learn more about this event storming. Today's session is not only just for developers or for engineers, it's also for managers and for scrum masters and for everyone that is involved in project managing.
Cool, excellent, and yeah, this shirt color, no one had even planned with the meta color. I'm the only one that was on black, and I went quickly to the closet and get a similar color here just to match everyone, and
That's
so we
great.
can have a guest with the special color just for the guest, and yeah. So, how about you, Thiago? Did you get the microphone back?
Hello, hello. Now I think it's okay, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
now
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Yeah, technical problems. This happens. Yeah, I'm great. I'm very excited to hear more about this topic. I think for those who are working with microservices, I think this is a great subject to know about.
Yes, I also know there's lots of different challenges when we think about event storming, and it's not uh, it's a great idea, but it's not so simple as we expect. So I'm looking forward with this topic, and yeah, without just before calling Alice here, I just want to say hello to Tony Young from London. Hey, Tony, great to have you here. Um, and yeah, if you're watching us, anyone watching us, say hello in the chat so we can know that you are following us. And yeah, please ask questions. I think there would be lots of questions over this topic. It's a very interesting topic to hear. And hey, Andres Aucas. Hey, Andres, how are you, man? I see your hi here. Haven't noted university. I was about to ask if you planned it when you. Oh yes, it was
Yes,
only
is the
coincidence. It happens
out
as
of the box uniform.
well.
It matches
Okay.
the background color of the life.
Cool. So, without losing much time, I want to call Alice. She's a seasoned solution architect. I see her. She had 13 years of experience, right? And yeah, let me call her here. Hey, Alice, how are you?
Hello, guys. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Liz.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for having me today. I'm sorry for the last week, but we are prepared to talk with even more energy today.
Excellent, great. I will put you in the center here in the
Okay.
so and then I think it's interesting to talk to start a little bit if you want to bring a quick introduction about yourself and then we can start with the topic. Do you want to say something for our audience just to let them know a bit more about yourself?
Oh, okay. I'm a solutions architect and I am developer too. I am developer for a long time, and now I am a solutions architect, and I am studying more these topics this for the last year, and I am. Say, I'm I passed my all career through a lot of industries, and the event storm was presented for me. I think it was 5 or 6 years ago, and even that since that I am very I am using a lot in the whole all the projects that I work, and I think
Cool.
it is.
Cool, excellent. And yeah, so that would be great because it is a architecture that we can actually architecture approach that we can use in different industries, different problems, right? I think it's a good idea to start. Let's start just with the uh, basic question, maybe for to help audience get into the topic. So, what is in the end event storming? What is the concept itself? Yeah, I think we can start with
Okay.
this question. So, and go on, and you can drive
Okay.
the topics.
Okay, so event storming is a workshop was created by Alberto Brandolini in 2012, and it emerged from the frustration with traditional modeling methods that didn't give the opportunity to understand quickly the panoramic image. And the domain, like the UML and formal diagrams. So it's not about that diagrams isn't important, but he was thinking about something simpler. The initial idea was a tool to understand the business domain and in a visual and collaborative way. So it's the concept about it is it's a domain modeling technique. It's based on business events that something that happened in the business and is done with colored stick notes that symbolize events, commands, the policies, and the objective is meeting business and technology and sharing understanding. It's very good to identify bottlenecks and opportunities too, and to define boundary contexts and support architecture and decisions too. And it's a
Please, I
go
think
ahead.
your connections. We're having some trouble with the connection. At least for me, it seems unstable. Do you? I don't know if it's.
Yeah, your audio was crackling. Try to see a little something now. Seems your image seems
Okay.
to be
Get
better
back.
now.
Yeah, I think now it's okay.
Okay.
Some network problem.
Now it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can hear you.
temporary network issue. No problem.
Okay. It was very. It's something that that you lost in the.
No, we hear what you said, but it
It's
frees up a
cracking,
little
but
bit.
it's
So
okay.
we lost some parts, but you're talking about many things that you talk about. We see on DDD, right? Bounded context and these kind of things. So
Yeah.
even storming, it's maybe a technique that you can apply to apply DDD in our project and
Yeah.
divide the domains and the modern context, and it's this kind of.
Yeah, it's something that it's a workshop that for and it's something that the Alberto Brandolini is it's some he is a consultant, and he create that technique to understand quickly, and he used the knowledge about DDD that he had to make this. So it's something that I would actually I was talk about this now. It's something that is derived the DDD, and it's a workshop to understand better the things that the business want and need. So applying DDD.
Oh,
Okay,
ooh.
great.
I totally misunderstood with another event storming. I don't know. I think Thiago is with me because there is a event storming for architecture that is to stack events, and then you can track and roll back, and then you have every different.
Maybe you have confusion with EDA, right? Event driven architecture.
Yes,
Maybe.
Event
event driven.
driven.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, and that's great.
Yeah.
To know that's a workshop to help understand the whole panoramic of the project before. I don't know if it is the workshop you have to run before starting any project, right? It is to
Yeah.
raise to have specifications, to understand the requirements and so on.
Yeah. I believe that is the first step for understand for all the developing journey, you know. And sometimes there's no developing, but it's a good way to start. It's a good way, actually. It's a good way to understand some flow of some workflow, you know. Every time that you have some workflow that you have to understand, you can apply an event storm to understand. Sometimes it's not about a company. Sometimes we have a group for, I don't know, a podcast, and you guys maybe have something to maybe know. You have a lot of things to do for put this a podcast on YouTube, and in that workflow could be could be explored in event storming. So yeah, and you guys said the event driven
Yes.
architecture. Yeah,
It's a totally different thing, right?
yeah, but you can see the event driven architecture is some of the architectures that we can use. We can decide after a good workshop and understand the bounded context and all the things, all the transition things that through the context you can this workshop can be a support to make this decision if you have event-driven architecture or other kind of architecture. So have some familiarity.
So
Yeah,
we
so,
could
this,
say that this workshop, the event storming, would kind of be in the discovery phase, right? Before any planning, before any, let's say that the team works with Scrum, this comes
Yeah.
much before when you're defining the epics. But the particularity of this methodology, we could say, of event storming is that they kind of have its own framework, right? You have these colors that you work with. Post-its can be either physical or digital post-its, and each color represents a domain and an action. And can you tell us a little bit more how this works, and even how do you apply this on remote working with a team?
Yeah, it's event storming is a kind of framework, but it's not so strict. So we used to call workshop because sometimes every workshop is different than other. Sometimes when we learn how to handle with different groups in that workshop. So okay, about the colors, I don't know if I can show you.
I just share that for the people that is watching us. I just shared the link for code event storming. So it is a website of the Alberto Brandolini, who is the creator of the workshop, right?
Yeah, I believe the guy in the website is him in the background, the Alberto Brandolini.
Yeah, we can share here the.
Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, because sometimes I have some images here to explain some things because it's a workshop, is a very visual workshop. So
You can keep the share button on the wave in front of the in your screen, and then I will show here on the for the audience.
Okay, let me.
While you're sharing there, let me say hello to, I see Samuel is here. Hey Samuel, how are you?
Hey, Samuel.
Renato Nóbrega also here. So hello, great to have you here. Let me zoom your screen here. Okay, now we are here.
Okay, so this is Alberto Brandolini. This is the Event Storm, the book that is, how can I say, is that book from 2012. So I think there is a website too. I don't remember. Is Avanscoperta. is something like this. Let me put some, I think is Advanced Coperta is the name of his consultancy, and there is some links to get the book and all the things. So we are talking about the I think you're talking about the structure of the workshop structure, isn't it? I
Okay.
think.
I just
So
find the link here and share the Advanced
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 Coperta.
Coperta. Yeah.
Yeah.
For instance, Alice, this board that he's showing us,
Okay.
what does that means? If you
Yeah.
can.
Okay. I am showing you the middle platform that you talk about the how I do this online, and I am just do this online until now. So I use this board, this tool,
Middle board.
middle
Okay.
board. So we have here we have this tool that the tool that we have, yeah, the stick notes that is the we use the most. And you're talking about the structure of the workshop. So the event storming is a deep dive into the domain by layers. So we use we have three main layers that we start that every session we go deeper, and this kind of start to emerge structure. So I have here, maybe I can, this is the first one. Big picture is the name, and in the big picture is basically this is something that for we developers is something that we have to say now, that we don't we have to not think about the database now, because it's the first thing I think we start to think when we start to modeling some software or some system. So in this phase, we have to forget about the database and concentrate in the flow of the people are talking, So we start with domain events that is represented by the orange card. Here I have a little bit different the colors that you can see in the book, because there's some colors that we don't have here, so we have to change a little bit. In this workshop, I used to use the colors. It's something that by Alice, So we have the event storming big picture. We start letting the people, everyone, put event in the orange cards. So and there is no need of the perfect order at the beginning. The initial chaos is expected because it's a storming of the events, it's something that just say the people to put all the events. By events, we understand the things that happen in the flow. So it's something that is in the past, the events. So we try to do this with everyone. After this, we start to organize a little bit, like place on the timeline and eliminate duplicates, because if you have a lot of people in the same department there, maybe you have some the same events in a lot of cards, a lot of stick notes. So eliminate duplicates, and someone reads the stick notes aloud to refine them. And we start in this part, we start to put that hotspot. Then here is a kind of dark rose. So this hotspot we start to put when something sounds strange or problematic. And perhaps in this point, the name of someone responsible for an event or contact with a system will emerge. I usually add it if it comes up, because if you see in the book, maybe you see different than this, but I usually add some yellow cards with the name of the person. Sorry about the mix Portuguese and English here, but this yellow card is some name of someone, and because it's not an actor now. Sometimes we start people. Oh, I don't know. Anna have to do something for some event happen. So we put the name there, and sometimes the system start to appear to like an integration. So I used to do to put in this time the big picture. So after we stress all the most important events, we move on to the next session, because it's very the session start to be maybe can be very, very tough. So we start in the next one. It's good because to change between layers, we use other time box to not mix the things, So after this, we go deeper into the next layer. So I don't know. I'm too fast. You
No.
have some.
No, it's okay. But how long it usually takes to run an entire workshop?
Yeah, it depends. I know it depends on something that architects say the most, but depends the size of the flow, because sometimes we remember that we are going deeper in we are not doing this, you're doing this. you know. So sometimes we have to do some sessions in the big picture, because it's a very how can I say, a very tough software, and we have to use more I don't know, more than one session. The good thing is separate 3 hours for one session, because to not cut the concentrate, you know. But there is sometimes that we don't have the schedule for everyone to go there, so we try to decrease the time, you know. But it's good that some you have how can I say, if you have some something around the 3 hours, it's a good to do.
Okay, great.
Yes.
And you
Hey,
talk about
Alice. Yeah, about the length of the sessions, isn't 3 hours too much? Because my experience with long meetings is that after an hour they become unproductive and people tend to lose their focus. Do you believe that maybe splitting these sessions in smaller sessions of 1 hour could be more effective instead of having a very long session of 3 hours?
Yeah, we have
Igor,
some.
I think it's that's why they call workshop and not a meeting, because it's longer.
It's
Maybe that's
too
it.
long. That's too long.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the
but
case why
I
they
think
call it.
it must have it have to be long, because it's like we said, it's a workshop, and you get deep and deep and deep.
yeah,
So I
Yeah.
think maybe 3 hours is maybe not enough. This is why have more than one session, right?
yeah. More than one session with 3 hours.
Yeah, yeah. But
That's huge.
Sometimes.
you talk about the schedule of the people, and
Yeah,
who
difficult.
should join this
Sorry.
workshop, and who? The developer should also be here, QA and everyone, or only
Yeah,
the who should?
yeah. This big picture is good that if you are with everyone who is interested in this workflow, you know, the developers, the people in operational departments, the coordination is the big picture is some place that we how much we have, how more we have, more we it's good, you know, because sometimes we have some how can you say, sometimes we have some doubts, and we have to ask other person who isn't there. So yeah, we have to put a hotspot like I did here, and we can use a hotspot and ask I don't know, Anna, about this, or and but the thing is how many people we can bring to the workshop is better.
Yeah,
So
because in this point, I totally agree with Igor. Because if you have, for example, 100 people, 100,
yeah,
it's too It's a lot of people, and we probably there will be a lot of that will only be there doing nothing, and maybe yeah, it will
Yeah,
not benefit from it because 3 hours it's too long for a lot of people. Most of them will
yeah.
not take advantage on that. So there is a limit of size, best practicals, or something like that.
Maybe having it split by domain area and having the people regarding that specific domain could be more effective. I don't know. Do you know that, Alice?
Yeah, sometimes it's something that how can I say about this? Um, uh, Remember that I talked earlier that is something that is not strict. It's because sometimes we learn how to handle with this domain doing, you know. So if I am in a project that is uh, handled with a lot of people, we try to choose the, I don't know, the coordination, uh, some one or two main operator, or and uh, um, try
Someone
to
that will
organize.
represent that domain or that class, right?
Yeah, because the
Yep.
people who is operating the flow, or some because sometimes it, there's not a system running, but there is, I don't know, some spreadsheets and
I always have an Excel spreadsheet.
yeah,
Wherever.
yeah, some calls, and there is a system. Even there's no system there's no software, there's a system.
Mhm.
So sometimes in that case we can choose that person who create this flow, people who is operating this flow and coordinating this flow too, because uh, sometimes the coordinator don't know that the people is not doing some part, in that workshop they find this
They find out that
they find
some
out
people
that,
are not following
yeah,
the process, right?
yeah.
Or it's breaking.
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting because as I talk a little bit early in the beginning, that it's something that the event storm is something that uh, to uh, to see bottlenecks and to uh, identifying opportunities,
Mhm.
but is also is a time to see the things that is not, there's no need anymore, so
Reviewing a whole process.
sorry.
Reviewing the whole process and maybe eliminating something that is
Yeah,
not already,
duplicate.
yeah, duplicated stuff.
Yeah, duplicated, because sometimes there is a one operator doing something and other operator doing something that it's very close to the first one,
Or the
and
same.
sometimes they don't, yeah,
They don't know
do
each
the
Dev-
other,
same
and
thing.
they are just doing the same work
Developing the
twice.
same feature in different services, and
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you're
Different
wasting.
approaches.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
What I do understand, even from your point of view, since you're a software architect, that maybe this workshop, it's kind of this brainstorm with business and with the technical part, but I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe the first step the architects would be more involved instead of the developers, and then there will be an alignment from architects with the team they coordinate, kind of a bridge between the business and the development team to make this knowledge transfer. Or maybe after some sessions you can choose a tech lead from your team and start to bring him into these workshop sessions. Would be that way?
Yeah, yeah, I think is I don't know all the dynamics, because there sometimes we work with the things that we have, you know. Sometimes we have just a squad to work with this, and we have a tech lead, and so, you know, it's not something that you can choose sometimes. So it's sometimes we have this, and we just put this person there and to understand, and one or two developers to understand, because the thing is, have more more people, but not all the people, maybe because it's too crowded. But I think is, I don't know, one or two or three developers that is have some time, that the schedule is good, and I think is something that we can just it's something that sometimes there's no squad to work with this, and sometimes there's no developers to put in that workshop, and sometimes it's just the PO, the software architecture, the solutions architecture, and I don't know, just the people who is, I don't know, a little bit
Higher level.
The high level.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think there should be from people from the domain. So
Yes.
my original thought was that one of the purposes of this workshop is that there is a knowledge transfer from the domain people who understand the domain very well, and that this knowledge is being transferred to people, architects, or also developers, because at the end, those are the developers who are implementing those features. So being able to design a better architecture, they need to understand the domain. So there should be some kind of transfer, I guess.
Yeah, this big picture, this first layer,
Alice, we're losing you again.
Yeah, the connection the connection starts to. Oh, you're back.
Oh, I'm back. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's some unstable moments.
Sometimes. Okay.
Yeah, every time. Yeah.
Okay. So I was talking about the goal in the big picture is to bring the domain people to present all the events for us, and it's good to have some technical people too, to be in touch with this since the beginning. It's something that actually it's something that we, as a facilitator in that kind of workshop, sometimes we have to say that the developers, because to say the developers to be calm, because as I told you, we start to think about database, and so
solution.
it's something that you are trying. We start to we be more used as you stay in some workshops to be there just to understand the flow, just to understand the events and the things that to ask some good questions for the domain people.
Yeah, that's a great
So,
advice, because
Yeah.
every developer that wants to grow in maturity in the career, I think this is the natural shift, that instead of being too tech biased thinking, start to think about the problem itself, start to understand before the problem and all the process, so you can
Yeah.
then you can think about
yeah,
a great solution for that. It's very common. I
And
would like
that's a
to,
challenge for a
yeah.
developer,
yeah,
because he sees a problem, he starts to think about how he's gonna code and how he's gonna architect the application itself without designing the business solution before that.
yeah.
This is the goal of this workshop.
Yeah, it's something difficult. But in the DDD, something that we is in a context of the DDD, that we have a space for the problem and the solution have to be great to solve the problem. And so we have to understand the problem before to design the solution. And so it's something that is more. I know I am a developer too, and so I had some trouble with this. I'm just a little bit used with the workshop, so I how can I say, I struggle less. But it's something that is in a hand.
Alice, just before moving forward,
Okay.
Andres have a question here. How often are these workshops have to be run on average? And I can
How
guess the
often?
answer. Maybe it depends on the project or the size of the problem, and
Yeah.
maybe you have. Because I also have a close contact with this kind of workshops. Every time we do projects here on the company, we have more or less, on average, Andres, at least on my experience, a week of workshop just to discovery, just to have this map all these problems. I'm not sure if it's. I think it's not exactly the same of event storming, but
Okay.
this discovery phase, we do at least a week. We do plan, because we want to go deeper, we want to understand, we want to interview every people that is connected with the with the process, with the problem that we want
Yeah.
to fix. So yeah, I don't know if that's something similar that you have experienced in your day to day, at least.
Yeah, it's something that you say that is interviewing people. Something in this workshop, event storming, we don't. There's no need to interview people, because people is doing the things, and because I understand the thing that you pick the notebook and go there and you know. The people is talking with you, and after this you go to another one, and this other one put you in doubt, and you have to ask the first one. So in the workshop we have all the people there, and you have the question is in the table,
Mm-hmm.
they have to talk between them, understand how is the the way that you have to put here, or we are go ahead with. So about the talk about the how often, the question,
Yes.
the chat question. Yeah, it's something that let me say that we are doing a project. We do all the workshops, and we start to build the how can I say, we start to build the software, and now we have to understand how often we have to review I don't know if there is the question, review the workshop, or how often this workshop has been applied to.
I think it's how often this workshop, how many sessions of for this workshop to get concluded, to get into some conclusion.
Okay, it depends.
Depends, right?
It depends. It depends, because there's let's say that we are in the workshop here and start to talk a lot about some topic, and we don't know all the topic, and we start to put things there, and okay, it's too much hours now, we have to go and we'll come back after. So there's a lot of come back after, sometimes no, sometimes it depends. It's depend that the how large is the domain, how much hotspots we are finding, because it's something that we don't know or what we are having ahead,
Yeah, I'll try to help Andres with the question. When do you know that we should apply a workshop like that? When we can see that have a problem, or we have done the event storming, we are applying, have passed 1 year in our system. How do I know that, okay, I'm going to the wrong path? We know we need to do an event storming again. How do I know that?
As a review?
Yes. How do I identify that something is going wrong, and maybe applying an event storming can help us?
Yeah, every time that something sounds weird or different, or something, or when something changed. Let me get some example, because I used to do this on my consultants. So every time that, I don't know, I have a different kind of project to work, and there I can recognize that something different. It's not the same. It's not. I am having trouble with some parts, and so I know that I have to do to review the event storming, and so this is how often. Because sometimes event storm is something to do in the beginning of the software development, that you have to do a software, and sometimes there a software that is running. But why are you do an event storming in a software that is running? It's because it's presenting some trouble. It's something that is having a lot of errors, and there's something that's something that's not is the people who is using is getting trouble to use something that is okay in the past, and now I am having trouble to use. So we have to review.
Okay, I think I get it. So maybe if the system is too hard to use, too complex,
Yeah,
if the user is not happy, the end user,
yeah,
or it's too
yeah,
hard to evolve the system, maybe
yeah,
this is the moment to apply the event storming so you can identify
yeah,
the real problems of the
yeah,
user and try to change the system to make it
yeah,
maybe easier to solve the right problem. Something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Or
correctly.
maybe if
Is
the
this?
system is also outdated and you need to review and understand it, maybe the developers that develop it before they are not in the company anymore, and you have a legacy system that needs to
Yeah,
be maintained or repaired. So I believe that's more than an event storming. That's a real storm that you have to deal with.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That
and it's great that you put this this subject in the table, because event storm is something that you have to review. You know, it's a great tool to review, to find the bottlenecks again, because sometimes the system, the software is running perfectly, and after 3 or 4 months is not perfect. Anymore, and so we have to review. And yeah, something that you start to see some bottlenecks. You feel that there is some bottlenecks, but you don't know how where is and how is the entire thing. So we go there in the event storming with some part of the domain people, and start to talk about and identify different events, different needs. So it's something that I like to say, you know.
Alice, just want to mention that we have a special audience here.
Oh, I saw that.
Because is watching us, so he said hello
Yeah.
Hi,
here.
Bruno.
Hi, Bruno.
And I want to maybe mention about the just to have the our we are going right on 3 minutes, about 3 minutes to end the session, but I would like
Oh,
you to we flooded you with a lot of questions, so sorry. I think we should be more aware of the time as well. Maybe we can have a second session just to continue, or do you want to
yeah,
wrap in
sure.
the few minutes what you think you can just looking forward for the next session, or what we can look for the next session, or what's
Yeah.
something that you would like to wrap at least for this session, and then we can have another schedule another one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to share the screen or something? Do you want to
Yeah, I let me just you know,
Yeah, we asked many
just
questions, so maybe where the audience can find you if they also have questions.
yeah, it's that thing. I have a QR code here. It's to my newsletter. There we can find the my media accounts, and subscribe to my newsletter, so I can share with you some other things, and you can see new things, that new cases that I am developing or studying, or and we have some maybe we have some news in the next next month, and so we can send questions to me there too in the social media. You'll be you all of you is my guest to go there and ask questions.
Excellent. Okay, so let's wrap here. Okay, yeah, fine here. The correct. Bruno is asking, "Hey everyone, you all look great with cool uniform." Yeah, Bruno, it wasn't
Yeah.
planned.
Did you like it? we need to combine with the guest next time, so everyone is on wine.
Okay. But yes, so at least I want to thanks. It was for me. It's new topic. I now I knew the topic that I mistakenly confused. It was event sourcing and not storming, and then I totally went to another another direction. And it was amazing to have this kind of session. I feel it would be great to have to continue on the next session, and so we can see a bit more about, understand more about how you do run this event storming and this session, the workshop itself, and yeah, I think that's it. I'm really sorry for the short. Actually, it's not because it's short; it's because we flooded with questions here. I think we did. We became too much excited with the topic, and yeah, the next time I will be sure to, if if I'm the host, I will be sure to let you, to give you more time to to bring the content, and then we can go through all the topic. So I once again thanks, and don't and we're gonna close the session, but please stay here so we can talk on the backstages. And just for the audience, thanks everyone, thanks for watching, and we see you on the next session so we can continue with this topic.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
The link to buy the uniform.
Yeah, we will have our official shirt out of the box in the shop, in the YouTube shop, coming soon.
Thanks, everyone.
Take care.
Thank you.
See ya.